She's all alone in the shadows, the depths of her soul gone shallow, her body for sale like merchandise. Scarlet letter of a red light. Father died at the hands of a cruel disease. Mother cried as she tried to find food to eat. She was traded for change as a slave, hasn't even turned 13. We are all God's children, made in His image, perfectly loved, worthy of freedom. All God's children, made in His image, perfectly loved, worthy of freedom. Ooh, ooh, we are all God's children. We are all God's children. I don't need the news to legitimize it. No turning away, no choosing silence. I've got to respond to what I've seen. If it's the reason that your heart beats, two eyes open, see the truth for the first time. They move 10,000 hands to reach a life. Start a chain reaction 40 million times. As 7 billion of it's fine. We are all God's children, made in His image, perfectly loved, worthy of freedom. All God's children, made in His image, perfectly loved, worthy of freedom. All God's children, made in His image, perfectly loved, worthy of freedom. All God's children, all God's children, all God's children, worthy of freedom. Freedom, freedom. We are all God's children, made in His image, perfectly loved, worthy of freedom. All God's children, all God's children. We are all God's children, made in His image, perfectly loved, worthy of freedom. All God's children, all God's children, perfectly loved, worthy of freedom. Freedom, freedom. We are all God's children, made in His image, perfectly loved, worthy of freedom. Freedom.
Hi guys, thanks so much for watching that song to the very end. I hope that you liked it. For those of you that don't know, this is a cover song by Tauren called All God's Children. And recently I've been really drawn to people's stories of sex trafficking. It's this horrible thing that goes on in the world and in our country. And I have just been really drawn to these stories. It happens in places where you would never even guess. It happens in the wealthy neighborhoods and in the poor areas as well. And as I was recording this song, I just couldn't help but think that maybe somebody who is in a situation like that can hear this song and this message and be reminded that you are God's child and you are made in His image and you're worthy of love and you're worthy of freedom. So hopefully this message can reach you if you are in a situation like that. If not, please share it with somebody who might be feeling trapped or lonely or isolated or fearful. I just really, really love this message. Also, I just also want to thank my patrons for continuing to support my music. Even through the pandemic of 2020, you guys are still here supporting my music. It means so much to me, and I'm just so motivated to bring you clean and meaningful music that has purpose and that can help you, whether it's soothe you or calm you down or give you a good perspective. That's my goal, and I'm just so incredibly thankful. This is such a fun job for me. I don't even really consider it a job. because it's so fun for me to create music out of my home and to be able to deliver it to you virtually. I know everything is so virtual these days, and I'm just so grateful that I'm able to do music virtually. So thank you, patrons, so much. If you are interested in joining my Patreon music family and helping me continue to make music every month, I would love to have you on board. I'll put the link down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.